See this question. In answering a question of multiple choice test, so which means the question is having multiple choice, just like GATE exam, option A, option B, option C, option D, and one of them is the answer. In answering such a question, a student either knows the answer or guesses. So let us assume that there are no negative marks. If there are no negative marks, obviously you are going to guess all the questions, right? You will be answering the 60 marks which you know, and the remaining questions you can obviously guess and you can win. But then assume that there are, in our GATE there are negative marks, but here assume that there are no negative marks. Okay. Now either he knows the answer or he guesses. Let P be the probability that she knows the answer, and 1 minus P be the probability that she guesses the answer. Assume that a student who guesses at the answer will be correct with probability 1 by m, where m is the number of multiple choices. Which means if you have 4 options, if you don't know the answer and if you are picking one at the random, then the probability that your answer is right will be 1 by 4. Similarly, here they are saying that if there are m options, right, and assume that there are m options. If there are m options, then it is going to be 1 by m. What is the probability that she answers correctly? Again, we have to apply the total probability. So why say this? Because now our sample space will contain actually 4 units, 4 events, but then we can actually, okay, see this. Either she knows the answer or she guesses, right? She knows the answer or she guesses. In case if she knows the answer will always be correct. She will always answer the question correctly. In case if she guesses the answer, she may be correct or she may be wrong. Correct? Therefore, based on this, you can divide it into 2 parts. You can divide the sample space into 2 parts based on this factor, whether she knows or whether she guesses. See, why am I not writing the other one where she knows the answer and she writes it wrong? Because she is not crazy, right? If she knows the answer, why will she answer it wrong? Isn't it? So this option is not there. So if she knows the answer will be right. If she guesses the answer, it can be correct or it can be wrong. Now they are asking this probability, right? What is the probability that she answers it correctly? Now how can you answer it? See this, probability that she will answer it correctly is equal to probability that she knows the answer and answers it correctly plus probability that she guesses the answer and answers it correctly. Now what is the probability? What about this one? It is probability that she knows the answer into probability that she answers it correctly given that she knows it, plus probability that she guesses the answer into probability that she answers it correctly given that she has guessed at the answer. Got it? And now it is already given that the probability that she knows the answer is 1 by p and the probability that she guesses the answer is 1 minus 1 by p. And we have to find out these two. These two are also given actually. Now what is the probability that she will answer correctly given that she knows 100%, right? So probability is 1. Probability of this event answering it correctly given that she knows is 1, because it is 100% possible that if she knows the answer, she will definitely answer it correctly. And what about the probability that she guesses the answer and it is correct? If you are having m multiple options, m options for the question, then it is going to be 1 by m, right? See this. Now probability that she knows the answer is already given, which is p. P is the probability that she knows the answer, right? Into probability that she answers correctly given that she knows is 1, plus probability that she guesses the answer is 1 minus p into probability that she answers it correctly given that she has guessed is 1 by m, right? Where 1 by, say this, the probability, assume that the student who guesses at the answer will be right with probability 1 by m, where m is the number of multiple choice alternatives. right? Therefore probability that she answers it correctly is equal to this one. Got it? So how did I solve it? Again, using the total probability theorem. Just remember this question. I'm not going to write the entire question again. Later I'll just explain the question and I'll use it in the Bayes theorem, in solving the Bayes theorem questions. So we just note down the question and remember it. Later I'll just refer to this question again. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.